In the bottom left corner of Eternal Empire, as the Red Terran, it's Future. And in the top right, as the Blue Protoss, it's PtitDrogo. So, all the Zergs are dead. Congratulations, Reddit. You killed all the Zergs. We are going to have a Protoss versus Terran or a mirror matchup finals, no matter what. Each of these semifinals will continue to be best of 3. You know, you have your choice of casters for these matches, so thank you for choosing Renegade this afternoon. If you're still tuned in, thank you for flying Air Renegade. We know you have your choice of flights. It's an honor chosen us. But yeah, semifinals are casted one at a time. And then the grand finals, of course, are casted by everyone as well. Future was walling off at the top of the ramp, getting a reactor on the barracks, which is maybe gonna swap off with the factory. So it looks like it is probably a Hellion opener from Future. Drogo in the meantime is he's getting a pretty early robotics facility. Interesting. Okay, Future is proxying a starport as well. It is going to be Hellions back home for the Red Terran. Strange openers from both players. Hellions push out. Okay, so these Hellions are going to meet up with the medevac, and it is going to be a 4 Hellion drop to the main of Drogo. Drogo goes for an early third, a 3-minute, 45-second third. There's like 2 Stalkers and a Sentry to shut this down. Future has the ability to cause a lot of damage. He drops at the third. Uh-oh. Yeah, that little bit of delay is going to totally eliminate this drop. The medevac's down to half health. It needs to be very careful. He drops in the main again. Medevac goes down, and with it, these 4 Hellions are stranded. They need to do what damage they can while they're here. 2, 3... Needs to get, like... 6 probes isn't the worst that Future could have done. But for losing a medevac and 4 Hellions... it's not the greatest, especially with PtitDrogo getting the early third up. Now, a Liberator is going to try to rectify the situation, but the Pylon scouts it, and Future is forced to back off. Imagine having your attack foiled by a single Pylon. Future is getting out more bio, more tanks. Twilight Council and a Forge going down in his main. The Liberator and the Observer just staring each other down. It's like, oh, I've been seen! Stalkers were already there to intercept, and they would have shut the Liberator down had it tried to engage. Drogo, despite eating 6 probes in damage to the Hellion drop, is pretty far ahead in economy. Future needs to be thinking about a 2-base push here very soon. He doesn't have the units to really do it right now. I know it looks like Drogo's behind, but he has a lot of production about to kick in, and they will warp in to even up the army supply. As soon as they finish, it is going to be in a matter of seconds. Oh, okay, that was an entire Warp Prism going down. That's pretty bad. I think that was Warp Prism. Future cancels the bunker and goes for the YOLO push. Drogo knows this is coming. He's getting out an Immortal. He's getting out a few high temps. He needs to get out another high temp to morph in the other Archon. Oh no, there it is. Special does have +1, as well as Marauder Slow about to hit as he engages into Drogo. Oh! Drogo gets a huge warp in of charge lots on the other side of the map. A lot of SCVs go down. Yeah. Future is all in here. He pulls the boys. The boys aren't fighting with the bio, though, so a lot of bio is getting shredded. This tank sieged up behind the force fields. But Drogo has economy to replenish his units. Future has 0 minerals in the bank right now. He needs to drop some mules. His production's getting shredded back at home as well, so there's no resupply potential. He either kills Drogo here or dies. 4 gateways shut down for Drogo. That's not very good. The tank is pounding out damage on these Stalkers. When Mine Shot goes off, evaporates a large chunk of the Protoss army. But remember, Drogo can afford to pull the probes if he needs to. He just needs to buy time for his remaining gateways to warp in. Oh no, another huge Artosis pylon goes down! That means Drogo is only warping in off of 2 gateways. The probes are recalled to the 3rd of Drogo. He knows that Future's not mining. He knows that he's in on the production, shutting more and more of it down as the game goes on. Drogo's remaking all of his tech at the 3rd. His 2 gates will not get repowered. But the army supply is dwindling here for Future. I don't know why Drogo... Well, I guess he doesn't have enough firepower to put in behind the probes. If Drogo loses this game, I will be very sad. Future's trying to finish off the Nexus. Okay, he stims in, kills 17 probes. And he does get the kill on the Nexus as well. It looks like the Zealots... Oh no, the Zealots came back across the map. Oh, the Artosis pylon is remade back home. An Immortal will pop out and instantly die. The medevacs are almost out of energy, but they will replenish. Okay. Drogo just cancels that Immortal. Future is looking very strong. Drogo waited too long to engage, I think. Oh no, Future is trying to force Drogo to engage up a choke point. Instead, a lot of army did get picked off there. Drogo sent a couple more zealots across the map to continue harassing and to keep these orbitals from mining. I think Future should probably drop some mules here. No, he's gonna lift. Drogo's still on 2 base as well. The charge lots are a little bit out of position. A couple more precious marines go down. Pretty much all the SCVs have died. Actually, all but one of the SCVs have died for the Terran. Drogo's holding the top of the ramp. Future is picking off 1 unit at a time. He is playing his heart out here. Drogo just has too much on the field. This Archon can splash a bunch of medevacs down. GG is called. And as the red Terran, it's Future. And in the bottom left corner, as the blue Protoss, it's PtitDrogo. This is a sneaky, suspicious probe from Drogo. We'll see if it drops a it's going to drop a... Let me be clear. This probe is going to drop a proxy. He's scouting around for a proxy starport or something. Or proxy racks from Future as well. Future has been known to proxy racks in the past. It definitely wasn't for a proxy starport because it couldn't be on the field this early in the game. But looking for proxy racks nonetheless is Drogo. Making sure he's safe. I guess he's not going to proxy his own building. As we go into Zen. So, Drogo, with a warping of charge loss, forced Future to go all in the previous game. Future microed like an absolute god, but you can only do so much with the tools that you have. You know, you can only use a drill as a hammer so many times before it just breaks, right? So, Future pulled the boys. Drogo had enough economy to continue replenishing his forces. And Future slowly bled out against the Protoss. When probe goes down, the shield battery will stop any more from going down. Reaper just doesn't have enough damage per second to kill a probe when under the power, or to out-damage a shield battery, basically. These two guys are having a Mexican standoff. Just try and jump down here. Got your number. Oh, the Stalker is the first one to blink. Bunker will hold on against PtitDrogo's little bit of aggression. And since the Stalker moved out of position, the Reaper is going to get 2 probe kills before hopping out. Tech Clap going down on the factory for Future, but he is getting second and third barracks, so of course, this is Terran vs. Protoss in 2020. It's going to be a bio play. Okay, one probe goes down to the Widowmines. Second Widowmine baits on the high ground. Future decide. Oh! Okay, that was almost very bad. It does get 3 probe kills, so well played there by Future. But he almost got that whole probe line while they were stacked up and returning to mine. Forge goes down for Drogo as he takes the third. The Widowmine isn't quite off cooldown yet. Medevac almost gets picked off, not quite. The Widowmine does not get a chance to burrow. Future is going for a huge push on the Protoss third. Just as he moves out, Drogo blinks up to the high ground. He is going to start harassing Future's production. Future does have enough to hold on. He's going to stim into the third. There's not enough army supply to fend this off. The Immortal goes down right away. And we're very likely going to see a GG in a couple seconds from Drogo. GG. Future evens up the... As the blue Protoss, it's PtitDrogo. And on the left, as a red Terran, it's Social. Drogo immediately throws down double gas. This could signal a proxy play. Yeah, this is for sure a proxy out of Drogo. Scores 1-1. Somebody's moving on to the Grand Finals, where they will at the very least receive some ESL Pro Tour points, while the other is going to be knocked out of the tournament. And the NA tournament is almost always the longest. We started out in the round of 128, and most of those spots were filled. So it's been a grueling, over 4-hour tournament so far. You don't want to get knocked out in the semifinals. That's such a huge time investment for no gain. But hey, this is the game of StarCraft, and the stakes are always high. It's a proxy Stargate out of PtitDrogo. Drogo is also going to take the gold as his second base. Future sends out a Reaper. The Adept is out of position to respond to this, so Future might get a... Oh, okay, there's a second Adept here to intercept. He gets off a shot right as the Reaper jumps up the ramp, and down it goes with 0 damage. It's pretty early for the Terran's Reaper to go down as well, so Drogo might have forced a scan out of Future, which is going to hurt Future's economy in the long run. Oracle will burn down. Oh, okay, it doesn't burn down the Marines. Actually, I don't know why the Adept didn't kill the Marines. Cyclone is on the way for Future, but in the meantime, this is a lot of delayed mining. And he's still going to eat a couple SCV deaths. The Oracle's finally out of energy, and it's going to go home. The Adept goes into the natural. Marines are doing a delicate dance with these Adepts. They will get even more delayed mining time before they shade out. And Drogo has taken absolutely 0 damage for his attack. No probe damage from the Reaper, and no military units lost from his aggression. Drogo is still threatening with the Oracle. Ooh, double lock-on from the Cyclones. Get the kill. And that's the first real success that Future has had all game. The proxy will get shut down for Drogo. He's moving units to intercept, but Pylon has fallen. Stargate should be safe. Yeah, Future knows that Drogo is going to respond to this. He backs off. Viking is... No, it is not saved. It goes down. It hesitated there for just a second to keep the lock on. And that was its fatal mistake. Cyclone is traded for a Stalker. Future is gearing up for a bio-tank push. No, he's gearing up for a drop, actually. Interesting. He's going to drop on the far side of the gold minerals and try to get a bunch of probe kills by abusing the range. Yeah, none of these patches are even close to mining out. Proxy Pylon is caught out on the field. Drogo has mined out these two 5-mineral patches, so he is able to get Stalkers over. Would have been able to get his Stalkers over anyway, thanks to Blink, but the fact that he mined out those patches meant he could save his Blink and then Blink onto the units of Future. So Future is indeed going to be forced into a bio-tank push. One Cyclone here to help out as well. These sentries are a little bit vulnerable. Lock on 2 of the sentries, but they back out in time. Drogo's looking to engage from 2 sides. No, he's not. He's actually just going... is he though? He picks off reinforcements. Now he's going to try to come in against these tanks from 2 angles! Right as Future tries to unsiege the tanks. He keeps one of them sieged. Both of them get burned down. The Cyclone goes down as well. These Marines will go down. The medevac gets shredded. Bunker goes down as well. Future does get a cancel off, but Drogo with a very nice hold. He had to trade out a couple units to do it, but he is going to end up with the army supply lead in the end. Drogo's going for a warp in. Future sieges up his tanks. Has a lot of bio to support this. Where did the prism go? Did I miss something? Okay. Future's gonna push out. Future has pulled a lot of his SCVs. Wait, did he pull all of it? Oh no, this is shaping up to be like game 1. Drogo snuck in the warp prism, he got in a huge orb in of charge lots, so now Drogo's going to be able to continue replenishing as Future slowly bleeds out his resources. Oh no, the CCs are going to be lit on fire here as well. It looks like Future has given up on trying to save them. That means no mules behind this. The Colossi is going to do terrible damage, and see how quickly that SCV count got deleted. Even more SCVs go down. Future has not rebuilt his base and is being revealed. Stalkers, get in on the tanks. There's no Marines left. GG is going to be called. And Drogo is going to take the series 2-1.